Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with my voice cracking and all. With Golden Opportunities Coaching, welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. We got over 550 audios in a variety of topics that can be hopefully beneficial to you. If you have a direct question that you'd like to see addressed in an audio on this channel, I'll be more than happy to do that. And also, if you're looking for coaching in any number of areas of life, would love to do that as well. There's a couple of ways to get in contact. Today we're going to talk about productivity. If you're looking for productivity coaching, life, relationship, business, or creativity coaching, certainly can help with all those areas. A couple of ways to reach out. You can go on Twitter at PO Perception, or you can go to the About Me section of this particular YouTube page, and in there's my website. You can go there, check that out, and hopefully love to serve as many people as we can. Last year was a rebuilder year for me. And I'm trying to hit my stride in 2021. Help for you to do the same. So, in any way, there's going to be about 5 things I want to go through here. Productivity. The first thing is use your time well. While you don't have to have every minute figured out or ultimately kind of mapped out, it is a good idea to have your life at the very least put forward into segments. Understanding what segment is coming next, whether that be quarterly, hourly, whatever that looks like for you. Each person is different, but the idea is if you know where you're going, then you can use your time well. If you are just doing things for the sake of doing them based on what comes up spontaneously, you're not going to be as effective. Remember, the more times you change your mind from a task, the harder it is to kind of stay focused and get with a task. So it's important to understand that the more streamlined your tasks are, grouping them together, maybe all of your computer-related tasks or technology-related tasks are done in the morning. All phone calls are done between noon and 2 p.m. All direct meetings can be done, between 3 and 6 p.m. Dinner's at 6:30 and wind down time starts at 9. Whatever that is for you, have a way that your time is being used well. Try to embody that on a daily basis or as often as you can. The more you commit to using your time well, the more you will be able to minimize the distractions that come with social media, the distractions that come with, getting involved in mindless tasks that might lead you away from where you want to be or what you need to be doing. At the end of the day, there is, to a certain degree, a level of accountability and I guess I'd say productivity that one must have or can have in order to get where you want to be or would like to be. And also at the end of the day, it's worth understanding and knowing that you could, move more units in getting things accomplished in your daily life if you had that better schedule. The next thing to look into is, of course, kind of looking at the possibility of setting goals. So having 3 levels of goals is important. The short-term goal, the things you can do within a day, these are useful to keep you motivated. At least I got this accomplished today is your mindset. When you can look at what you have accomplished within the given day, it is easier then to kind of see yourself as productive. One of the big things that keeps people away from committing to their own productivity and being able to master the art of productivity is not seeing themselves as capable of doing enough. And so the challenge is, as it relates to that mindset, is you have to be able to see yourself as accomplishing something. Mid-range goals, these are goals that are over the next sometimes 3 to 12 months. These are goals that you work on every week. And the spheres of your life need to have goals all set to themselves. So what are my work-related goals? What are my personal and family-related goals? What are my spiritual goals? What are my goals for studying or learning? The more categories you have of goals that are then split into 3 categories, the easier it'll be to get to where you want to be, and also the easier it'll be to use your time well. If I haven't worked towards this goal in a while, it's time to move out there. And then the year plus goals. 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Where do you want to be? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to hit every goal you ever set, but um, the more you have different goals to set, the easier it is to find ways to make your days, months, and weeks seem more streamlined together. The next is limit the amount of tasks you do and the amount of switching you do. The human brain filters about 70 to 80,000 bits of information a day. So every time you have to filter something out as whether it's worth your time or not, you're wasting a few seconds. Well, if you're wasting a few seconds every minute, that means you're wasting many minutes in an hour, which means you're wasting many hours in a day or in a week, which then it just keeps snowballing. So focus on getting 3 to 5 tasks done in a day. Spread those out, have clear goals within the day, and then understand that it's best to work backwards. The shortest task gets done first, so you can use the fulcrum of momentum to keep you going. The next thing is streamlining the way you handle your tasks. I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but in a simplest form, if you can streamline, that is, do all of a certain task close together, you'll accomplish more at the end of the day. The reason being because you will begin to see that you have everything necessary to get you where you want to be in a meaningful way. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean, for example, that what you're doing is going to make sense to a lot of people, and you may need to, weekly or monthly, modify the way in which you handle situations or the prioritization you put on something. Different phases of life, different responsibilities may often cause you to need to make those changes, but at least if you're streamlining things on a regular basis for maximum efficiency, you're getting things done well. Structure the what a lot of people would call the unconscious parts of your life. What does that mean? It means look at, am I really accomplishing anything? And, have a morning routine, have an evening routine, have a routine for how or when or where you spend time with those that matter to you. The reason being, at the end of the day, if you have these routines in place, you will begin to understand your own value to a greater degree, to a better degree. When you don't have routines in place for the automatic parts of your life, you begin to waste more time, you begin to feel like you're never really accomplishing anything, and you'll be down on yourself more than you ought to be. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.